Be blessed by the divine. Rajesh Dio, this is a video for your second question in the series of 3 questions that you asked. Your second question is a very interesting question. Can we achieve salvation through simplified Kundalini Yoga if you practice for 10 years? Let's first define salvation. Salvation is deliverance from our sin. That means we must be able to lead ourselves towards a pain-free, disease-free, hurt-free, harm-free life. And that is the dream of every human being, isn't it, Rajesh? We all wish to live a harm-free life, a pain-free life, a disease-free life in our life. However, we are unable to do so, and we like to blame someone else for our pain and miseries. Why do we then have pain in our life? There are 3 reasons why there are pain in our life. 1, ego. 2, illusions. 3, sin imprints. Ego comes because of attachments. We first, when we are born in this world, have gotten attached to this body. The spirit in ourselves gotten attached to this body, and it starts to experience the physical bodily sensations, and the mind begins to feel these sensations. And since the brain is hardwired to avoid pain, we like to cry when we are hungry, for instance, or thirsty, for instance, and our mother feeds us and we become normal after that. And that has started to create an habitual experience in us that every time there is pain, we try to seek out a solution that will avoid this pain. And that leads to ego, and that leads to illusions. We begin to then think that the external object or person or experience that relieved the pain is real, and therefore we begin to put our happiness in the hands of an external object or a person or an experience, and therefore desire is born in that space. When desire is born, greed is also developed in that space. Greed is fulfilling the desire in a way which is harmful for us, or in a way which is unsuitable for us or others. For instance, excessively indulging in a particular activity or in a particular pleasure can lead to pain, and then we like to blame that perhaps it is your inherited behavior, or perhaps it is the problem with the society, problem with the manufacturer, and so on and so forth. The third one is the sin imprints. Every time we hurt others with our words, thoughts, or deeds, the curse of others, the pain suffered by others, become a sin imprint in us, and these sin imprints have to be nullified. The only way of nullifying this is undergoing certain results in terms of pains and diseases and problems and impediments in our life. However, it need not be so. We can get rid of these ego, illusion, and sin imprints by constant awareness and consciousness development. That is possible only when we begin to identify ourselves with our own life force, Kundalini Shakti. And such an identification is possible through our simplified Kundalini Yoga meditation practices. When you practice this particular meditation over a period of time, your brain begins to operate at the alpha level of frequency between 8 and 13 cycles per second. Especially when you do Duriyam Sahasrara meditation, your brain will remain stable at the alpha level. At that alpha level, your consciousness begins to awaken in you, and you will begin to observe your own thoughts, words, and deeds, and discriminate between good and bad. Choose the good over the evil ones, increase the strength of the good, and therefore superimpose the old hurtful, painful, sinful ways of behavior with the new peaceful and harmonious behavior in you. Superimposition is one way of leading towards salvation. Second is expiation. By saying sorry to someone and compensating that other person with something good, thereby the other person who is hurt because of our past actions forgives us. When they forgive us from the bottom of their heart, our sin imprints will get expiated from our system. The third one is neutralization. By meditating at Ajna Chakra, our futuristic resultant karmic imprints can be neutralized so that no further such karmic imprints are acquired in us. When we do Dhuriya meditation, our both futuristic and the present day karmic imprints can be neutralized. When we do Dhuriya Theta meditation, when we go to the delta level and the theta level of frequency, even the ones that we have inherited from our parents can easily be neutralized. Neutralization is therefore possible only through Kundalini meditation, which is taught in our Sky Yoga centers. Within about 6 months or so, you can easily master all of these practices that I have told you. The Sky Yoga practices also includes a virtuous way of living and fantastic, powerful superimposition techniques through which your karma can be cleansed. Ego, illusion, and sin imprints can all be removed and further neutralized in your system through the power of meditation and introspection. Introspection is an integral part of our Sky Yoga system. Certainly, not just with 10 years of practice, even much earlier than that, with sincere practice by you, Rajesh, you can certainly achieve salvation, deliverance from sin, and live in harmony with yourself and with the society, with the world, and with the Almighty Force, and achieve perfection and achieve bliss and ecstasy. I will see you in the next video. Be blessed by the way.